Oh. Narayana. Hari Om and good morning from Portland. Here in Portland, we are facilitating a kids camp called From Excuses to Excellence. And understanding excuses, we've been highlighting two Sattvic swear words in English that start with B. Younger people use this swear word and it has 3 letters. That word is but. I didn't want to fight with my sister, but it happened. And adults, they use a 4-letter swear word, and that is, I'm too busy. Too busy on Saturday nights to come to class on Sunday morning. Maybe not all of you, but I'm sure many people think that, say that. Excuses and excellence depends on strength. When we don't have a lot of inner strength, our mind is tired, we make excuses, no? But when we have inner strength, our intellect is louder, then there is excellence. Strength will determine which way we sway towards excuses or towards excellence. And this is why we're studying the Ayana of Rama, the life of Bhagwan Rama, because he was tested in the most intense ways. If you think of all of the adversity that Bhagwan Rama has faced, will face, but he never compromised. There was integrity. He was clear about who he is, how he's supposed to be. And this is the role model that we're trying to invoke in ourselves. How he met Hanumanji, someone who's disguised. How he met Vali, someone who's trying to kill someone else. How he met Sugriva. Sugriva was indulgent, wasn't doing his work. And in all cases, Bhagwan Rama never made excuses. Oh, we can't find Mother Sita. Oh, you're disguised. Why are you like that? We shouldn't have a relationship. He never made excuses. He was excellent. He is excellent. He will always be excellent. Thinking more about last week, we studied how the monkeys, the general monkey, is the mind. Sugriva is the intellect. And assigning new words to this, purpose pulls what? Performance, correct. Purpose pulls performance. Who decides purpose? The intellect. Nishchaya, I'm determined in such and such direction. And when the intellect becomes loud, then there's that pulling of performance. It's the thoughts that actually have to do the work. Yes? But now you go even more deeply. When that purpose is peace, there is a new energy, there is a new enthusiasm that comes when it relates to performance. These are ordinary monkeys, but when their purpose became peace, they became extraordinary. This is the purpose. This purpose is Shreya, the Shreya of Shreya. It is the long-term thinking and long-term thinking. It is the peace of peace. To live for God. And we're seeing all of this. And we've ended our studies so far being with the grandson of Vinita. The grandson of Vinita is Sampati. And Sampati is in a cave, is in this secluded area, and there's these monkeys. He only thinks of them as monkeys, and they're dejected. They've set up kusha grass, they're fasting to death, and Sampati is so happy because his meal has come to him. Usually vultures have to go to their meal, but this meal has come to him. Then he hears one of the monkeys, Angada, talk about Jatayu. Mentions his brother's name. And he becomes alert to that and asks them, what do you know about Jatayu? And then Angad and the different monkeys, they share what happened to Jatayu. And they're sharing their dejection. And Sampati's last message to them, have faith. And this is where we pick up in Kishkinda Kanda and where we will complete Kishkinda Kanda also. We are going to study, in the beginning, the 28th section of Chopais. We're going to read the Doha and the first line of the Doha. Main dekhu tuma nahi. I can see, but you can't. Sampati is speaking to all of those monkeys. I can see, but you can't. Gidahi drishti apara. Because the sight of a vulture, the sight of a bird, cannot be compared. What is it that Sampati can see and they can't see? Mother Sita. Mother Sita has been found. Sampati can see her in the Ashoka Vana, that she's sitting with her knees up and her head down. And he can't hear her say, Ram, 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 but he can see her mouth moving. That she is someone who's calling for help. There's a saying in Sanskrit, in the Subhashitams, that one should sleep like a dog. Sleep like a dog. Shwana. A dog, if you ever observed a dog, they can sleep right away and they can get up right away. That we should be sleeping like a dog. And we should see, that same Subhashitam says, we should see like a vulture, like a bird. Whenever we think of birds, we think of them being up here, correct? They can see the full picture. We call that sattva. They don't just see the selective picture. And this is not so important, but it is because how Ramayana keeps including the strengths of not just people, but animals also, and plants. We talked about Panchavati, correct? Each of these trees represents faith. It's such a scripture of love. Now let's think about Sampati some more. Why is he stuck in this cave? Why is he in seclusion? Sampati is the older brother of Jatayu. And they are the sons of Aruna, of Arun. And when they were born, they have this divine lineage that their father is Aruna. So they were racing each other, going higher and higher and higher. And as they were going higher, they were approaching the sun more. The closer you get to the sun, the hotter it is. And Jatayu said, I can't go any farther. My wings are burning. But Sampati was older. Sampati was more proud, so he kept on flying towards the sun, but he got too close, and his wings actually burned, and he fell to that spot near the ocean, near the sea. And he was just there. And he felt so bad because it was his pride that caused the burning of his wings. Surya Bhagwan felt bad because Surya Bhagwan has a relationship with Aruna, correct? Aruna is the charioteer of Surya Bhagwan. So Surya Bhagwan sent Rishi Chandrama. And Rishi Chandrama went and taught Sampati how not to identify with his body. Because his body's been burnt, so he feels like he's become useless. But Rishi Chandrama teaches him, you're more than this body. Teaching this vulture this knowledge that you are more. And Rishi Chandrama said, your wings will come back after you serve God. He told him that there will be a group of animals like yourself that will be looking for a sign, looking for guidance. And once you guide them to where they need to see, your wings will come back. And as soon as Sampati sees all of these animals, he hears about Jatayu, he says, I can see Mother Sita, slowly his wings grow back. So this is the katha. We'll think more of the Vedanta part. Every part of this multiverse is useful. In chapter 18 of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Brahmanas are useful and Shudras. Parichaya Atmaka. Shudras are those who help others. Animals are useful, even animals without wings are useful. We just have to find the use of all people, animals, plants, stones. But that's only possible if you find your use. Why are you here? And once you're closer to knowing why you're here, why you're breathing right now, why you're experiencing this moment, then it's more natural to look at people like this vulture looking, but past just their body, their wings being burnt. What is their part in this play? And I'll take this a little bit more negatively. Bhagwan, our creator, will never give us a problem without giving us the power to face that problem. If you think about the problems in your life, an aging parent, a financial crisis, whatever is happening, it's a problem. And many of us think, now what are we supposed to do? We can't do this. Our Creator will never give us a problem without the power to face that problem. In this, He's teaching us to find that power. And that power is not going to be outside. That power is going to be within you. Adversity makes us more inward looking, or should make us more inward looking. And now I'll bring this to a more light level. How many of you still play video games? Any video game players? Okay. In a video game, in an adventure game, a spy game, there's so many levels, correct? You're in this room or you're in this bunker, and you have to get out. In such video games, there is always a way out. You have to move a brick, you have to find a key, you have to talk to someone, and then you get out. They don't create video games where you're in this bunker, but there's no way out. So you pay $100 and 100 hours just to be stuck there. Are you going to buy such games? The key is there. You just have to find this. And this whole interaction with Sampati is, Sampati found the use of these monkeys, and the monkeys found use of Sampati. And coming to Rishi Chandrama's teachings that one is more than the body, in English we say one's body is a temple. The body is a temple. In an Orthodox mandir, that mandir is actually designed in the shape of a body. That's a big science that is beyond the scope of our class right now. And I don't like using the word temple because it's an English word, it's a British word. The correct word is mandir. Man means mind. Dir means quiet, where the mind becomes quiet, that's a mandir. This body is a temple. This body, the purpose of this body is to make the mind quieter and quieter and quieter. And that's what Sampati did through the guidance of Rishi Chandrama. So now you think how you used your day today. You lost an hour, correct? Your body lost an hour, apparently. How did your mind feel about losing that hour? And if your mind was more agitated, this body's not a temple. This body is just an instrument for enjoying then. And now I've less an hour, so I enjoy less. But if this body is a mandir, I sprung ahead, I will adapt. My mind is quiet. And now to complete Kishkinda Kanda, we are on the 30th section of Chopais. This is the last Chopai in this Kanda, in this canto. And I had shared this is the shortest chapter of Ramayana. We will study the third Chopai, and we'll study the second line. And you know this line, Rama Kaja. Where have you heard that before? Chant. Rama Kaj. Good. Rama Kaja Lagi Tava Avatara. Rama Kaja. Bhagwan Rama's work. Lagi means indicator, like linga. Tava Avatara. You were born. You have taken this form and name to do Bhagwan Rama's work. Rama Kaja. Sunatahi, hearing this, Bayau, one manifested Parbata Kara. One became as big as a mountain. Who's being described right now? Hanumanji. All of these monkeys are feeling dejected, no? They've set up the kusha grass, they're ready to fast until death. And Jambavan came and shared insights into Brahman and into independent joy. Sambati, when he sees Mother Sita, I'm focusing on the katha part, when he sees Mother Sita, he tells all of those monkeys to be able to cross this ocean. And how long is this ocean? Shata Yojana. Yojana means 8 miles. So that's like 15 kilometers, we'll say. And Shata means 100. 800 miles or 1,500 kilometers is the distance between Hanumanji and everyone at Rameshwaram and Lanka. Now to get there, one has to be Balavan. Sampati is saying this, and these are monkeys who are dejected. They don't hear the rest of what's being said, and I'll tell you about it. But they only hear Balavan. Balavan means strong. They should be strong. So immediately, all of the monkeys start to analyze how strong they are. And one of the monkeys says, I can jump 5 miles, but then I'll fall in the water. Angada says, I can jump all the way to Lanka, but I don't know if I can come back. So they're all thinking about their strength. What is Hanumanji doing? Quiet. The sign of strength is one who is quiet, jnana, correct? And Jambavan, who is their coach, who is their guide, he's seeing all of the other monkeys. They're dejected and now they're expressing their dejection more. We can't do it, we can't do it, we can't do it. And Jambavan says to Hanumanji, Tava avatara, you were born from Bhagwan Shiva as Hanumanji to serve Bhagwan Rama. And it's as if in that moment, with those words, Hanumanji remembered what his purpose is. And purpose pulls performance. And Hanumanji became as big as a mountain. And he was roaring because he's going to meet Ravana. Ravana means the one who roars. So Hanumanji is sending his signal, roaring even louder. And this is where Kishkinda Kanda ends. And we know that the beauty of Sundarkanda is watching Hanumanji reach Mother Sita. But there's a lot of Vedanta in all of this. The qualities that Sambati, this is the Vedanta part, the quality that Sambati tells all of the monkeys that are needed to reach Lanka. And now some may be thinking, how does he know? Because he's wise, correct? He learned from Rishi Chandrama. Here are the qualities. Balavan. Balavan means outer strength. Then Buddhiman. Buddhiman means inner strength. We can call it the intellect, but inner strength. And we chant this in Hanuman Chalisa, correct? In the dohas in the beginning. Number 3 is Dhairyavan. Dhairyavan. Dhairya is like dhiraja, which means patience, perseverance, determination. Outer strength, inner strength, we'll call this determination. And finally, Shraddhavan. One who has faith. Devotion is fine too. These are the virtues that are needed to reach. In Acharya Shankara's Atma Bodha, he describes Mother Sita as Shanti. To reach Shanti, you have to be healthy outside, healthy inside. One has to be determined, and one has to have faith. These monkeys, all they heard was Balavan, correct? We're like that too. When we're Rajasic, you only see the selective picture. You hear what you want to hear. You don't hear the full part of this. Balavan's just the first part of this. The Vedanta in this is Rama Kaja. This is Bhagwan Rama's work. So who's going to do that work? Bhagwan Rama. If it's Rama Kaja, it's Rama Shrama. Bhagwan's work will be done by Bhagwan. All of these monkeys forgot that this is Bhagwan's work, so they were focusing on their own strength. My muscles are like this, my lungs are like this, I think like this. Hanumanji was quiet. The whole time he knew this is Bhagwan Rama's work. Who am I to speak in all of this? For us, if we remember these 4 words, Rama, Kaja, Rama, Shama. Rama's work will be done by Rama. Our ego will shanaihi, slowly be erased. And finally, vanquished, and we will be free. All that we do is God's work. The relationships you have, the city you live in, the course you're in, who put you there? Who made you? This is all Rama's kaja. This is all Bhagwan Rama's work. And when we remember this, our potential manifests like Hanumanji. But when we don't remember this, we shrink. As Jambavan is speaking to Hanumanji, before he says, "You were born to serve the Lord," he keeps praising Hanumanji. He tells Hanumanji, "You are Balavan, Buddhiman, Dhairyavan, Shraddhavan." He's saying all of this to Hanumanji, but Hanumanji's not moving. Then Jambavan knows Hanumanji's not interested in his own praise. He's only interested in his master's praise. So when he says Rama Kaja, that's when Hanumanji's moved by that. And we see that with Bhagwan. We can insult Bhagwan with every breath, but if we insult Bhagwan's bhakta, Bhagwan cannot bear that. How many times Hiranyakashipu insulted Bhagwan Narayana, but once Prahlad came into the picture and he was affected, Bhagwan could not accept that. What this means for us, we We should be bhaktas and we should encourage bhaktas also. Encouraging bhaktas, when someone is around you and they're trying to be more devoted, support them. Instead of questioning them, instead of being sattvically jealous, to encourage them. Then we are like Jambavan, who's realizing this person is not interested in themselves, they're interested in Bhagwan. When bhaktas meet bhaktas, what do they talk about? When bhaktas meet bhaktas, Bhagwan. When a bhakta meets Bhagwan, what do they talk about? When bhakta meets Bhagwan, they talk about bhaktas. When bhaktas meet Bhagwan, they don't talk about Bhagwan. Bhagwan doesn't sit there and say, tell me how awesome I am. Tell me how I'm the Lord of all. They talk about bhaktas. It's easy for God to love all of us. It is difficult for one of us to love God. At the end of chapter 12 of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan says, Ativa Priya. This person is very dear to me. And a typical commentator says, God is close to this person, and the idea is that God is so loving. I feel it's natural for God to love. But for one of us to love God as one's closest friend, that is that Ativa Priya. That's the rarity. And some of us, you're looking at Madhura Krishna in the back, that's just a statue, right? What does it mean to love God? We've studied this many times. Bhagwan means the one who is bhagya, one who is fortunate. And what is one's greatest fortune? Virtues. So a love for self-development or yoga, in Cleveland we just studied yoga, is the same. If you love the opportunity to wake up to be more patient, then you are a bhakta. And you should support other people on that path too. And you're all doing that. This is a center study group. A center study. And so many centers have come together to know these truths. And final Vedantic message to end Kishkinda Kanda. Did Hanumanji forget who he is? Some people say yes, which is why he didn't defeat Vali himself. Correct? Obviously, Hanumanji can defeat Vali. So did he forget who he is? Some say that. The way I like to think of this is, Hanumanji can go to Mother Sita and bring her back, but that won't carry on in the long term. There is much more beauty and longevity if it is Bhagwan Rama who brings together all of these beings, Sarva Bhutani, and they all go to Mother Sita, and they fight with the Asuras, the Suras and Asuras, the light and darkness, and they all come back to Ayodhya. Then it is Bhagwan Rama's name that becomes prominent. This is why Jambavan tells Hanumanji, you are here to do Bhagwan Rama's work. What did Bhagwan Rama ask you to do? Find the whereabouts of Mother Sita. Now Sampati has seen her, but Ravana is a master of Maya, correct? That could be an optical illusion. So there has to be a closer verification. So Hanumanji has to go. And that's where we begin. Sundarkand. Oh.